Well, 'tis the season for fireworks, extreme heat, and outdoor events, all of which can cause trouble and anxiety for someone living with Alzheimer's or another form of dementia and their caregiver. So joining us right now is Kristen Guzzatto from the Alzheimer's Association. Thanks so much for being with us. It's good to have you here. Even though people maybe are aware of tips that they should be doing and should keep in mind, it's just important to have a refresher because it's a very busy season right now.
It's so busy, and there's so many things to think
Going
about.
on, yeah.
Absolutely, and then there's also such a roller coaster, this disease, so kind of try to be prepared as possible. I think the one thing that you need to look at is hydration. People who have this disease, Alzheimer's or another form of dementia, probably won't be able to say or verbalize, I'm thirsty, or I'm really heating up here, I'm not feeling well. So just making sure they have, hey, let's have a drink, cheers, if it's water, water or juice or something. Make sure that they stay hydrated. That's really, really important.
Maybe a good gift to be handy a water bottle.
Yeah, absolutely. Make sure that, and then that also goes with watching them, right? Making sure that they're okay. If you take them to an event, there's a lot of in and out, right? Door in and out, inside, outside. There's cars in and out of the driveway. Just make sure it's a buddy system. Not watching them like a child, but hanging out with them to make sure that they feel safe and they know where they're going.
Yeah, close by.
Yeah, absolutely.
And what about fireworks? Because starting tonight, and it's going to go on all the way through until next week.
We had some last night in my neighborhood.
Yeah.
So think about this. Think about someone who maybe in their mind is still kind of back in the time when maybe they're a veteran and they were in the war.
Right.
Or like scary noises. They may hear those and think bombs or gunshots and be like, oh my gosh, I have to prepare for battle or anything, or just anxiety. I said that my mom thought that there were bombs going on outside when she had the disease and there were fireworks. So what you can do is shut all the windows and then turn on some music in your living room or turn on a TV show that you like and just have your own event. And that goes the same with an event. Maybe don't take everyone to the fireworks. Maybe don't take the person to a really busy beach or busy picnic. Have your own quieter. It's stimulation. Too much stimulation and it gives them anxiety. So really try to have a quieter event. And also if you're bringing someone to a picnic or a party, be ready for that roller coaster because it may not work for them and you may have to go. So frankly, you may just have to bolt.
So just have that mindset like, we might have to just
It took me an hour to make
switch
this potato
to plan
salad.
B.
Yeah, but you can have it, you enjoy it, but my person's not enjoying. They're not comfortable.
Right.
So let's go.
And what should people keep in mind about wandering? We've had a lot of cases recently. Just yesterday we had one. Fortunately, the silver alert was canceled only about 2 hours after it was issued. So good news there. But it's very, very stressful.
It's so common, Erica. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. Between 60 and 70% of people who have this disease will wander.
At some point.
So yeah, absolutely. So make sure that you keep an eye on the person. Also, exercise them during the day. Go do some exercise. Limit the caffeine intake so they don't wander at night. Put bells on the door. Put a black mat in front of the door so they think it's a hole and they might not step there. Put a bolt maybe on the top or on the bottom, places where they wouldn't think, dead bolts.
Okay.
Use the baby monitors. Use those cameras. Those kinds of things. Just kind of keep track of your person, but also there's so much on our website, alz.org/CT about wandering. There's all sorts of tips, and we can go on and on about wandering, but if anybody has any questions this weekend, we have that 24/7 800 number, and we'd love for anyone to call if you have any questions, 800-272-3900.
And just a question for everybody else out there. I feel like people shouldn't hesitate if they see someone maybe who's elderly and wandering, maybe looking like they're not quite sure where to go. Folks shouldn't be afraid to just call police, right?
Call police.
Because that person could really need help, and you don't want to be apprehensive about
Right, you might want to approach,
help.
see if they're dressed inappropriately for the weather. Maybe they have a winter coat on and it's not winter coat time.
Right, that's a good sign.
Right, if they're going wrong direction, if
or maybe
they look
don't
like
have
they're
shoes
lost.
on.
Don't have shoes on, don't have pants on, don't have the proper attire. Look for that kind of a glazed look. Yeah, absolutely call, because you don't wait 24 hours for these folks. It's 15 minutes. If you can't find them right away, you call right away. My person is lost.
And in those situations, don't be afraid to call the police and get them involved.
Absolutely not. They know that they have to respond quickly.
Yeah. All right, Kristen, thanks so much.
Thank you.
We appreciate your time.
Have a great weekend.
Great tips once again. Thank you. You too.